Hello, I'm Oscar Brand. Today marks the second time around for Mr. Jimmy Driftwood on the world of folk music.
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music is brought to you each week at this time as a public service on behalf of the Social Security Administration. Today, Jimmy Driftwood joins your host, Oscar Brand, as we explore the world of folk music and learn about the protection you're building for yourself and your family through Social Security. Many Americans who could be getting Social Security benefits are not, simply because they do not know their rights under the law. In a little while, you'll hear how the Social Security Administration is trying to help these people. First, here's Oscar Brand.
Well, as I went down to the mowing field, hooray, tooray, fod-a-link-a-didos, I went down to the mowing field, fod. As I went down to the mowing field, a big black snake took me by the heel to rally day. Well, I fell down upon the ground, hooray, tooray, fod-a-link-a-dido, I fell down upon the ground, fod. I fell down upon the ground, I closed my eyes, looked all around to rally day. The woodchuck grinned a banjo song, hooray, tooray, fod-a-link-a-dido, a woodchuck grinned a banjo song, fod. A woodchuck grinned a banjo song, along come a skunk with a breeches on to rally day. Well, the woodchuck skunk got into a fight, hooray, tooray, fod-a-link-a-dido, the woodchuck skunk got into a fight, fod. Woodchuck and skunk got into a fight, fumed so high they put out the light to rally day. As I went down to the mowing field, hooray, tooray, fod-a-link-a-dido, as I went down to the mowing field, fod. As I went down to the mowing field, a big black snake took me by the heel to rally day.
Now, the peculiar humor of fod, the country humor, has been coming into the cities and becoming popular of late, especially with the help of such people as one of Arkansas's favorite sons, Jimmy Driftwood. A while ago, we got together with Jimmy in a small studio near Concord, Arkansas, and the versatile Mr. Driftwood, James Morris to his friends and students, he's a high school principal, brought along a variety of musical instruments. And I guess the most interesting was the mouth bow, which is actually nothing more than a standard archer's bow. Now, here's how Jimmy described it.
Now, in my hand, I hold a long bow. Incidentally, this one's made from the rim of a spinning wheel, but any long bow can be played. I have put a third guitar string for a bowstring. Now, if you just strum the string of the bow, you get this. Now, if you lay it against your cheek very gently and work your mouth as if you were singing, then you can play notes of music. Let's do just a little of a song from about 1790, something like that, and it's called Run, Johnny, Run. Johnny was down at the moonshine still in the bottom of the hill, holler at the foot of the hill. He woke up about the break of day and he thought he heard his grandpa say, Run, Johnny, run, the Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run, you better get away. Run, Johnny, run, the Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run, you better get away. The feds caught Johnny making a run and they took him up to Washington. Well, they put him to work for the government, making moonshine for the president. Oh, run, Johnny, run, the Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run, you better get away. Run, Johnny, run, the Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run, you better get away. Johnny got rich at the government stills and he went home to his home in the hills. Now the Federals are on his track. He still owes $1 on the income tax. So run, Johnny, run, the Federals to get you. Run, Johnny, run, you better get away.
Jimmy Driftwood with Run, Johnny, Run. You may remember it wasn't too long ago I sang a version of that called Run, Chillin' Run, but I can't say that I did it on the mouth bow. Well, we'll hear more from Jimmy Driftwood in a few moments. Right now it's time for a story selected from the files of Social Security. And here to tell it are Victor Christgau, Executive Director, and Roy Swift, Information Officer of the Social Security Administration.
Our story today illustrates the point that we serve people, not as numbers or accounts, but as human beings. This is the story of Johann Schneider, a 65-year-old carpenter of Cleveland, Ohio. He was a gifted woodworker. He'd earned good money, but he became ill and could not continue to work full-time as a carpenter. He started to work making wood carvings at his home instead. Among the exquisite pieces he has fashioned and sold is an exact replica of a famous European cathedral, a carving that has been exhibited in Washington.
Is he able to support himself with his new vocation?
No, not completely. He can't put too many hours of work into it because of his illness. As a matter of fact, for a while he couldn't pay the cost of just day-to-day living.
I suppose he applied for Social Security benefits then.
No, he did not. You see, Mr. Schneider was not aware that he was eligible for benefits, and therefore he did not apply for them at that time.
Well, how did he get his benefits?
Here comes the point I opened with, about our efforts to serve people. Not too long ago, the Social Security Administration started what we call the LEADS program. We are using new electronic computers to comb through our records to find leads on people who may be eligible for benefits, but who have never asked for them. We then try and get in touch with these people. The idea is a simple one. Working it out was not at all easy, but already has meant a great deal to a lot of people who needed help. It was made possible through the use of highly automated and efficient electronic data processing equipment at our record-keeping headquarters near Baltimore.
Johann Schneider is only one of the 100,000 people who have been helped by the LEADS program. There are still many people whom we've been unable to help with this program. People who are losing money each month because they do not know their rights under the Social Security law. That's why it's so important for you to find out what you need to know about the law. You may be depriving your family of its main source of income in a time of crisis.
And how can people best get this information?
By asking at their nearest Social Security office for a free copy of booklet number 35. This little booklet provides the basic information you need to know about your Social Security.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, Jimmy Driftwood plays more than just the mouth bow. He's especially adept at the guitar, and he owns one rather unusual guitar.
People who just see this instrument think it's a banjo on account of the banjo head. However, it's a six-stringed instrument, and technically it's a guitar, and this tuning is minor open, minor key open. And I haven't found anybody else that uses this tuning. It's about gone, like the playing of the bow. With your permission, I'd like to do an old British ballad. We called it Johnny and Willie down in this part of the country, in the Ozarks. I think farther east they might have called it the Cruel Brother, and in Europe it might have been called the Twa Brothers. I once did know two pretty little boys. Good little boys were they. Often I would go with them, their playmate for to be. On a Monday morning they'd go to school. On Saturday they'd return. Then they'd shake their long yaller locks and dance all around the churn. Said Willie, can you toss a ball? Or can you cast a stone? Said Johnny, you know I am too young, dear brother, leave me alone. Then Willie took out his big long knife. Its edge was keen and sharp. Between the long ribs and the short, he pierced little Johnny's heart. Oh Johnny, what have I done? You know I love you true. I did not mean to strike so hard, oh Lord, what shall I do? Then Willie took off his brand new shirt. He tore it and he tore. He wrapped it around his brother John, who lay in a bloody gore. Raise me up, said Johnny boy. Raise me up tall and straight. Now turn me loose and let me go. They're opening the Golden Gate. Tell my mother when she calls, little Johnny had a mind to roam. Just tell her I'm a-leaving the old campground. Just tell her I'm a-going home. Tell her I'm a-leaving the old campground. Just tell her I'm a-going home.
Johnny and Willie, the Twa Brothers, a bloody but strangely moving ballad which found its way into the Arkansas hills after its origination in England. We enjoyed reprising our visit with Jimmy Driftwood and talking further with him. And now I'd like to sing another one of the comic country songs. This time it's the Talking Morality Blues. If you want to get to heaven, let me tell you how to do it. Just grease your feet with mutton suet. When the devil comes at you with a fiery hand, just ooze right over to the promised land. Go easy, boy, but go greasy, boy. Well, down in the hen house on my knees, I thought I heard a chicken sneeze, but it was only the rooster saying his prayers, thanking the Lord for the hens upstairs. Ain't no use in working too hard, 'cause I got a gal in the rich folks' yard. She kills them a chicken, saves me the head. She thinks I'm working, but I'm lying in bed, thinking about her. Say, I went to the river to get baptized. I stepped on a rock and I got capsized. The river was deep and the preacher was weak. I went right up to heaven from the bottom of the creek, soaked to the wings. My harp was playing water music. Now, some folks say a folk singer won't steal, but I caught two in my cornfield. One had a bushel and one had a peck. One had a shotgun around his neck. Boy, he had the right on his side. I was picking pellets out of me all that afternoon. You know, I could keep on singing the whole day through, but life is short and my breath is too. Should have stopped before I got even this far, but my fingers got stuck in this old guitar. Well, there's no point in going on. I don't think anybody's listening anyway. And that was the Talking Morality Blues. Our thanks to Jimmy Driftwood. And as for you, well, how about joining us again next time for another excursion into the world of folk music?
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music, starring Oscar Brand, has been presented transcribed by the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance to acquaint you with the benefits Social Security provides for you.
There's sadness and joy set to music, the story of life in a song. I guess we'll just keep on a-singing as we go a-traveling along.